think about that, like, oh, secrets. AI business secrets. Cool. We are live stream. I'm gonna mess with my app for a little while, but I don't feel like building an app right now. I've done the most today of building apps today, all day today. I do want to relax a little. Today's gonna be a very relaxing stream. Who knows? Talk about all the fun things people should be doing with AI. Man, 40 to 70 posts a day. A day. I remember when like posting content used to like take me forever to do. Dahlia, pleasure to meet you. I just doubled my daily output of content. That's insane. Using one simple trick too. That's wild. We will report on that a little later today. But my oh my, it's Saturday night. Everyone's out. Everyone's doing different things. Winston, good to see you, good sir. Oh man, good to see you, Winston. I'm kind of stoked because I found a better social media posting app, and I went from posting now 40 posts a day to now 75 posts a day, and I'm now on X. I'm so excited. That's an insane volume. Of like posting 75 pieces of content a day across so many different social media platforms. I think I'm at six social media platforms now, which is like it's just attention. That's all it is. Just attention, more eyeballs on my page, who I am, what I do. That's all it is. That's all the content game. I hate to call myself a content creator, but it's just volume of content across social media platforms every single day so that more eyeballs are on my page at the end of the day. Richard, I saw your concert, Richard. I don't know if you're a concert or practicing, but I was like, this looks like a concert. So I saw you drumming, rocking out today. So happy, happy Saturday. Bello just joined the community right now. Hold on, we got to do just a quick little. I know it's tough, but Bello just joined. I just got the notification. Dope. Almost bedtime. Have a great night, sir. Rest well. I'm glad that you did the interview with David, the executive coach. That's really awesome. He roasted your LinkedIn, like, bro. You don't need, you of all people don't need your LinkedIn roasted. You're like, you should roast him on ads. I sent so many people your way. I'm glad Josh. Also, I think you connected with Josh, and you guys are in the same state slash city too, which is like a small world. That's funny. I was like, oh, he was so excited. He's like, oh, Richard's in, I guess, in the same state city and stuff like that, because he's in his lonesome area, and so like, he's like, yeah. Eventually, we're gonna. I'm working on an app. I'm not working on an app. I'm finding a service online that does it. We'll have a map of all the members across the different states and countries because we be global now, and so you guys can see like connect with people in your city, start a chapter. I'm like start like a volunteer chapter kind of thing. So I do see that in the future because we are growing really strongly. I'm very happy about that too. So yeah, good things are good. Things are good. We did a great app building workshop today. I had to learn Lovable in 24 hours. 24-hour challenge, learn Lovable and then teach it. We did good though. We did a really good. I'm not gonna post the workshop per se because it was just a bunch of like randomness as far as like members asking a bunch of different questions. So I'm gonna make a real nice get back to my course curriculum style where it's like simple, focus, do this lesson, do this. Sarah, good to see you. I was just telling Richard that I'm not going to post the workshop that we did today because it was just a bunch of random questions and stuff like that. Kind of like kills the momentum. So I want to post a more like structured step by step. Do this, do this, do this, do this. Because I could take the whole workshop and condense it down to like 30 minutes. All you need to know for like what you need to know for like building Lovable, just to kind of get you through the main stuff. So I think that's what I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Um, and then I found out a better social media posting app. I'm going to share it in the community. Way better as far as posting content on multiple platforms. I was telling Richard that I went from posting 40 pieces of content a day to now 75 pieces of content a day. Adding more platforms. I'm now officially on X. I think I can look at my X profile. It's like, honestly, no one really cares about X, but like X X profile. I've had this profile for so long, but I had to revamp it. Oh, my video's posted. Nice. 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 My automation is doing its job. Oh, sick. Like, let's get that X traffic now. Send that X traffic my way. And then I rebranded my title, turned AI into profits, make FU money with AI. Why not? Why not? That's the goal. Is it better to build your own end-to-end? For sure, because what I got inspired from Megan is that she's building business apps like functionality, like press a button, get some data using Lovable for business owners, and then on the back end it triggers Make.com automations, and I'm like, wait, if it triggers Make.com automations, it could trigger end-to-end automations. So you could build a Lovable user interface that you could click some buttons, enter a nice little simple form, and press a button, and it would trigger your end-to-end automations on the back end. And I was like, oh, very, very advanced. Because the way I see it for like how we're gonna like, that's why I recommend everyone go through all the different courses. I know it's like wild. That's why I recommend. I've gone through all the courses. Like what I know, you guys know in the community. And, and so that's how I'm like kind of compounding my skills. That's why I recommend for people go through all the lessons. And the way I'm kind of thinking about it is like, this is like how to build an app using no code. And then there's milestones, there's levels to this game. It's like start with an idea, then product requirement documents, John can't spell, then build an MVP with Lovable, then connect Supabase, then connect GitHub, then iterate your MVP, basically add features slash fix bugs, basically. And then from there, you've got, okay, you need to connect your OpenAI chatbot. Sorry, I get this. Okay, then you need to, if optional, but connect OpenAI chatbot, so that's your OpenAI account with your API. OpenAI API account for AI chatbot function, whatever. Then I want to learn about this. We didn't get to this today, but I see value in like, okay, then link your custom AI assistant that's basically a custom GPT on the back end. That way you can talk to that specific prompted GPT. Then create user login accounts, add row level security, and then buy a domain. And that's like level one. Like what I would say, like level one milestones for basically building an app, basically. So like that's the main things that you should be able to get through, because then it doesn't matter whatever you're building. If you could go through these steps in this order, you could basically build a functioning app. I scared a lot of people with the security kind of thing, but I wouldn't worry too much about that. Then level two, level two, there we go. Level 2 builds. Now you need to improve your Supabase skills, add security, add a paywall, then here integrate Make.com, and I assume it's all webhooks. That's what I'm assuming. We'll find out when we get there. Then you're going to get into end-to-end webhooks, and that's going to be dangerous. And I think that's good enough for version 1, version 2 kind of thing. I think we're going to do a lot of this stuff probably next week, get into. But I think that is pretty much the whole level 1, level 2 milestones that you need to go through just to build a functional app, so that you can basically build an app with no-code tools. So this will eventually, I'm going to re-record this tomorrow instead of the webinar type stuff. And then I'll post in the community Oh, 7 following. That's cute. Oh, we're gonna bump this up. This will be very interesting to grow. If I grow on X, that I would laugh. I will laugh. I've had this account since 2017. 2017. Don't give up on your dreams. I don't want to be that entrepreneur that's like, don't give up on your dreams. 2017. I've abandoned that account. But yeah, that's gonna be dope. And then today, like, check out the app we built. Here in projects, glad I'm on the paid plan now. Now we've got track your nutrition smarter. So nice little web app. Very simple, very basic, just something very aesthetically nice. Even did a pricing kind of thing, $7.99. That's funny. And then Sarah, I have a thing I got to show you about the DocuSign thing. I found the post. So then you got a nice little dashboard, little user interface. This is dope. And then you've got different functions. Like, this is what I foresee is like different pages to run different functions of whatever stuff that you want to do in your business. Yeah, this is a nutrition app, but these types of pages, like, you can build your own dashboards and buttons and forms to trigger different type of automations with a nice UI. Like, I'm going to run the whole AI community off this type of automation, like this one ultimate app that triggers all the automation that needs to get done. Um, I know a life app would be so gangster. Like, wake up, here's your goals, here's your calendar, take a screenshot. Like, ultimate. I'm not gonna lie, Alfredo. My dumbass read that and thought you said get a life app, which I was like, yeah, that works too. But that's not what you meant. That's just how my brain went that way. Because why not? Everything should be an app at this point. It wasn't you. It's just how my brain just went shortcuts. But this is so you got a user login, got a dashboard. You can see some metrics. You can chat with a chatbot in it. Hello. Right now I disconnected it, so it's not connected right now because I don't want anyone to hack my app. It's pretty fucking easy to hack. But that will hook up to a chat GPT basically, which is dope. I got your account settings. You got your plan, next billing date, user's profile. Like, I'm so proud that this is back in my, you guys don't understand. Like, I used to build apps with auto hotkey. My first, how I automated my first 9 to 5 job was using auto hotkey on a PC. And it's pretty gangster because you don't need to install any software and it completely automates your an entire PC basically. You can do some pretty wild stuff with this, like, and the language is like not hard to learn. It's like this may look intimidating, but it's actually not. It's actually the easiest of all the languages to learn, kind of thing. But this, like, if you could reduce the function to either a mouse movement or a keyboard movement, you can automate anything on Windows. Plus, it has like, what is it called? Image recognition, so it could look on your screen for specific buttons that look a specific way, and when it sees them it will automatically click them. It was originally meant for like gamers. Like, gamers would get level up on their games by using this to like speed up their whatever runs and stuff like that. So this was how I learned. And then there was another thing. I'm getting kind of like really old school, but it's like auto hotkey GUI, I think it was. Back in the day, like, I'm talking super back in the day, we would build apps like this. This was my apps back in the day. You can build stuff like this where you can input forms, you could check a box, you could select a date, you could have little buttons to press. So you could build like a user interface like this, and then you could press buttons and it'll trigger programs on the back end. I automated my $70,000 per year 9 to 5 job, especially with Salesforce. I automated the whole thing using AutoHotkey and just building stuff like this. So I don't know. For me, going from there, it's just, I'm very excited to go from like that to like this. to like now you actually build fully functional apps, which is like kind of wild. And this wasn't hard per se. Like this was just lovable with a good product requirement document. Like kidding on you. He's like, "Wow, I came here from TikTok and much better viewing experience, right?" I will. I like the horizontal format too. I know. He's like, "Wait a minute, I could watch the whole thing on a laptop on a TV." Like, yo. So I'm live streaming this. I can only do. I'm still banned. I'm still banned. I probably maybe the end of the month. I'm still banned. I can't use Streamlabs for it, but uh, Kadeem, enjoy YouTube. Sharon hangs out on YouTube too, so but I'll live stream on TikTok and YouTube at the same time, so doesn't matter. Pick your app, which is like kind of cool. So here and then what was it? Name of the website? This is just Lovable. Honestly, there's no app for like this. This isn't so much of a functional app. This is more just to like go through the process of like how do you go from idea to a functional app. So it's more just Lovable, honestly. It's like that's the main thing I want to like highlight. Kadeem's like, bro, I'm watching you on my TV. Yes, that's like the best experience. I have this big TV. I never use this TV. Never, honestly. Like I've never used that TV. But if you want to stream and watch me, Kadeem, if you really want to nerd out and like you could watch all my stuff. His hey Sharon, good to see you. You can watch you can watch all. We're talking about Kadeem right now on YouTube. You can watch all my stuff on YouTube, and binge all my content. Not gonna lie, it's pretty dope. Technically, here's another cool fun fact. You could technically watch all the courses from inside the AI community on your TV if you wanted to, which is that's why I chose Circle. Can't really do that with Sharon. Sarah on TikTok says, "Hi, Sharon." She says it with that excitement. Sharon's like, "Absolutely, Kadeem. It's a great experience watching from YouTube on a big screen. Y'all watching me on a big screen. I'm flattered. I'm like, yo, I love that. Cause soon, I don't know. My big goal is to basically be producing like Myron Golden and producing episodes like this since he's got his fancy stage.
Hello, beautiful people.
I want to do stuff like this on YouTube, so all of you guys can watch me like this on YouTube would be like premiere. Like this is to me is like the level of production I want to get to is I'm streaming on YouTube in this quality, studio level. I'm not that far away from that, honestly. I'm just kind of again, I'm kind of bitter because I said a bad word, one bad word. You say one bad word on TikTok, and all of a sudden TikTok's like, no, you're restricted to streaming through the mobile app, and I'm like, man, fine. Shout out to Myron Golden. If you haven't been following Myron Golden, oh my gosh, he is amazing. Oh, wait, I'm not subscribed. Oh, how insulting of me. Oh, what a mistake for me. Oh my god. If you're not watching Myron Golden is amazing as far as Bible, business education, digital marketing. I know I said one bad word, but I learned the bad word so that I took the arrow so that anyone else, I'll tell you what that bad word is, and then so that you guys don't have to say that word. So I look at it as a lesson for the whole community. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Sarah's like, and they let clickbait someone's stuff says bad stuff, and they didn't fund Funsters on. Yeah, there's other content that's like worse than me, and like, but the weird thing is like if you search my name, this is like really funny. I find like if you search for me on TikTok and you're not logged into TikTok, it won't show you any of my content. I find that kind of funny. It's like, oh, this profile contains themes that some people may find uncomfortable. One word, one word, and I am like, unless you're logged in, you'll never see my content. And I'm like, sure, All right, whatever. Isn't that like one word? And I'm on the naughty list. Santa ain't coming. Santa sending me cold for the TikTok. Santa sending me cold for the rest of forever. I find amusing. Whatever. Anyways, either way, I'm now using a new social media posting app. I say this because it's like these are like the kind of lessons you learn as you grow your social media account. It's actually kind of interesting because then you get to a whole nother level. Like what Sarah and a few other members have been so kind to share too, is basically you get to a point where you have, where is it? If I, oh here, you have fake accounts and they're very interesting. They actually, I mean, how they got 5,000 followers in like less than 2 weeks. I'm like, of course they bought their stuff. Like, but they're even, I always hypothetically think they're going to misspell one of the letters and that's how they're going to get around and send traffic, whatever. But like, they're ripping all my content and I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't care. Free traffic, more branding for me. That's interesting. So these are the challenges that you face as you start growing a social media account, but you learn. It's all a lesson. I'm growing anyway. Today I unlocked a whole nother. I think I could go to Instagram too. I unlocked a whole nother level. By the way, I want to talk about this lady too. Let me go actually go there. I want to show you guys this. This is kind of interesting. I funnel hacked someone new. Let's go to swipe file. I think it's a very interesting marketing kind of thing. Swipe. There we go. Thank you, Sage. I appreciate that. This is actually kind of interesting. So I was funnel hacking someone new today, and I was like, how is this woman making over $1 million a year? How? I was like, how is she making? I think it's more actually. I think it's like close to like $2 million, but I know it's a million for sure. I was like, how? How is she making $1 million a year? Because she's promoted on Russell Brunson's you saw her, nice. Yeah, you're gonna see her, and also I funnel hacked Russell Brunson again, because you're gonna see them both because Russell is going hard right now promoting his 3 day make more sales challenge, and of course you see the Gritty Grace. I mean, there's um, our amazing gentleman Myron Golden, and then we got a bunch of other people. So Russell is going ham. I think that's her too, on promoting these people in a sense of like teaching them the framework. He's also taught this name. I was audio only. Which one? Her name. She is. Let me get her name. Because whenever I find someone interesting, I want to like funnel hack them. I want to see how they're actually doing it. Her name is, let me get you her Instagram real quick, and then we'll talk about her business model, which I find fascinating. Meet Eileen Wilder. There we go. She's always on my feed. The reason why is because she's spending a ton of money on ads. So like in a good way, in a sense, like she's going ham. By the Also the reason why is because she's highlighted in Russell Brunson's Make More Offer Challenge. Or it's not Make More Offer Challenge. That's Myron's thing. But this is they all teach the exact same thing, unfortunately. But you're going to see them especially if you're an entrepreneur, digital marketing, whatever. You're going to see them promoting their ads on all the social media platforms a lot, especially for some of them are affiliates for Russell to do his 3 day challenge. But I don't really care about the who. I'm more interested in the marketing strategy. That's what I want to share with you tonight is let's take a look at their 3 day marketing strategy that they're using to turn traffic into leads into high ticket sales, because I was kind of curious. Chandler's like, what is Dr. AI? I help businesses make more money using AI. So I'm not a medical doctor, but I'm a business doctor. I should be like Dr. Business AI, but welcome to the chat. So I find this interesting also from a point of view of also a really good, well-designed sales funnel as well too. I'm like, I'm always just like more right. And this is like kind of me and Richard kind of nerding out about like funnels and like copywriting and the layout because her fun, sorry, her funnel is really good and is also designed after Russell Brunson. So Russell's doing a 3 day challenge for $100. She's doing a 5 day challenge for $100. You've also seen Myron Golden make more offers challenge. I'm gonna show you. I'm just showing you trends right now of like what you need to add to your business if you want to make a few money. That's the only reason why. So this is Myron Golden's make more. It's basically it's just a 5 day challenge. That's basically the theme I want to share. For example, Tony. I don't know if Tony does 5 day challenges. Tony does big events. I could be mistaken. I haven't funnel hacked Tony and a Robin. The doctor's in the house. Chandler, I'm not in Utah. I'm in California. Good question though. But let me show you another one because I know who they're talking to each other, and I know when one influencer starts talking to another one of these bigger influencers, and then they change their marketing. I know exactly where they're starting. For example, because right now I'm in the I have a couple clients that are in the tax space, so tax accounting, financial advising and stuff like that. So I'm like funnel hacking their whole process. So if you also, let me introduce you to another gentleman. Basically the only reason I'm showing you these people is when these people do things, you should copy for your business and for your marketing because I want you all to make FU money. I'm gonna make a shirt that just says how to make FU money with AI or something like that. That's gonna be my merch brand. Oh yeah, Richard's in Utah and Josh is in Utah in the community. Super nice. So I don't know if you guys have ever met Carlton Dennis. Let me see, YouTube. Here we go. So meet Carlton Dennis. He's probably the most well marketed, not the best, but the most best marketed tax advisor for high income individuals. He gives a lot of tax advice. You'll see him on TikTok. You'll see him on Instagram. His content game is great. Honestly, that's the only. All these people great at content and paid ads. They all follow each other. They all are following the same kind of thing. Had to funnel hack and had to filter. I know I saw the filter thing and I was like, just like, funnel hack Jeff Miller. Let me see Jeff Miller. Jeff Miller business. We will take a look at Jeff Miller coaching. Okay, I feel like is that Jeff Miller? Let me know, Richard, because then we'll funnel hack him next. I love a good funnel hacking. Kadim's like, I use Airtable for my CMS. Should I transfer to Notion? Your content management system, honestly, ClickUp, Kadim. You definitely want to move from Airtable and Notion to ClickUp for your content management system. No, marketing. Good, nice. Marketing. Bingo. Let's get customers. I like that. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Jeff Miller. I've seen Jeff. Jeff, what's your funnel? Let's go to Jeff. Can you replicate my 100 customer a day funnel in just 30 minutes a day? Man, that sounds great. I like copywriting, and that's really good copywriting. I want to put a number 1 in the chat if you guys want 100 customers a day. I'm just trying to get engagement. That's all. Yeah. But like, that's catchy. Get the whole thing for $7. Irresistible offer. Yes. And I like it because he's like, I'm not going to give you my free webinar. I'm going to make you pay for it. It's low ticket and it's going to have higher conversion and higher watch time. It's such a great marketing hack. Sarah's like, yeah, I want to make a few money. I want 100 customers a day. That's what we're all here to learn. At least once a year I buy something from Jeff Miller that changed. Okay, blah blah blah. But is that it? Yeah, I want it. And then what does he build? What's this feels like go high level. Yes, let's go high level. I know my funnel. Interesting. That's a dope landing page. Pretty decent. All it is copywriting. That's really good copyright at the end of the day. Copywriting will make or break an entire business. It ties into Myron Golden's make more offer challenge, where basically it's copywriting for your 4 irresistible offers: low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket, and so forth. That's a really, I'm gonna funnel hack him later. But I like that. If you think of like his whole thing, he's like, hey, I'm gonna make some content, talk about some really good stuff, and then his only link in bio takes you to a it's basically a webinar page, but it's a paid webinar page. It's low ticket. It's like, yo, you got to put up some money if you're really serious. And if you really want this, which is basically good copyright, if you want his 100 customer a day funnel in just 30 minutes, basically his 30-minute sales pitch, would you pay $7? I'd pay $7 if I was in that. So I find good copywriting fascinating. I will come back to that later. So Carlton, he's in the tax advising space. He does really good content too. He also has a 5-day challenge. Also, this was built in ClickFunnels. And so you can see his very nice page. So this is from his social media content. He has two introductory, he technically has an ebook that he'll sell you from his page. Like it's almost like if you ever done books for lead magnets. It's not a free book. It's a free plus shipping kind of type thing. So you pay. Oh, wonderful. Oh, interesting. What do you know? 2 sevens in a row. Is that a coincidence? I think not. There's no coincidences in marketing. So you can start to see the pattern here that if you're like step number one, you should be creating content across all social media platforms. By the way, for everyone in the community, I'm going to make a post tomorrow on the best social media posting tool, and it's not Buffer and it's not Metrical. It's better. So then here you're driving all that traffic to some low ticket offer. This pretty much gets away from like the tire kickers. Fundamentally, you do want low ticket in your funnel, because what this does is this separates all the people on your, basically your followers, for the people that are, if they're willing to pay $7 for some information from you specifically, then they're much more warmer to sell higher ticket items on the back end. There's what a phrase that I like saying is you don't find a high ticket client. Everyone's like, I want to find clients that want to pay thousands of dollars for my program, and then they find it's very hard. Rather, the framework is you grow a high ticket client through these offers fundamentally. So like here, I'll always go back to my value ladder. Until human psychology changes, I will change this later, but human psychology is still, this is the funnel for every business. It's not so much a funnel, but it's like it's the same framework as like Myron Golden's. He's like, I don't care about tactical stuff. I don't care about teaching you lead pages and funnels and button clicks and automation and Zapier. Myron's like, no, I don't want to teach you any of that nonsense. Not nonsense, but more like that's not really what's going to have the biggest impact in your business. Myron's like, look, if I can give you 4 irresistible offers and you do 4, you're going to make more money than trying to just sell one offer to one client. Richard's like, so Jeff Miller does a $7 low ticket and 100% of that goes into his ad spend, so it's scaling. By the way, if you're inside the AI community, hold on one second. Let me, I love doing this. Bear one moment. Bear one moment. It will make sense in a moment. Okay, cool. By the way, if you're in the community, I highly recommend reaching out to Richard just for coffee, say hi, introduce yourself, because everyone in the, let's be honest, everyone in the community is an entrepreneur. Everyone's looking to grow a business. I teach content. Richard is the GOAT, the greatest of all time at paid ads. You want a paid ad strategy, paid coffee or tacos. Ask him about his taco strategy. It's so good. By the way, you all should be following Richard. He's on TikTok right now, especially with just the name, because not gonna lie, you can't grow a business just on content alone. You do need paid ads as part of your strategy, especially to scale. So highly recommend. I'm gonna be reaching out to. I'm gonna be hiring Richard later on, so low-key, when I'm ready to do ads in about 3 months, give or take. I'm almost there, working towards there. So Myron Golden teaches the 4 irresistible offers. Free lead magnet, low ticket. Oh, look, under $7. Wonder where we've seen that before. Under $7. Marketing principles at work. This is how I kind of test my own marketing principles in the sense of like, is this still testable? Are the biggest players that, I mean, are the people making $1 million or more a year doing stuff like this? And if they are, good. Then it makes the principles still work. Um, move over, Myron. Once you run ads, oh, game over. Okay, I will have my own studio like how Myron. I'm following the greatest. I want. I'm basically kind of converting. My business models. I'll share it later. I should. It's the master empire plan. I should say for world domination. Like we're not here. I'm slowly gonna make merch. It's like I want AI for world domination. I'm not here to play games. I'm not here to mess around. I'm here to take the castle. My evil laugh. Anyways, low ticket offer under $10. Definitely you should add for your business. It could be a mini course. Like say for example, Jeff's doing a $7 30-minute masterclass. You could record that in an hour or like even less. Use Gling to edit. That's a pro tip there. You could also do what Carlton's doing. Carlton's doing is a book because his demographic reads more than videos just because they're busy professionals. Like these are because he does tax advice for like high net worth individuals, so they like books more than they like videos. So it's like it doesn't really matter, just pick one. But you do need some low ticket because these are the people that these people who buy this. This is sadly what I'm learning. You want these people on your email list. You don't want a bunch of freebies on your email list that have no incentive of buying. And right now I'm racking up a bill on my email marketing, and these aren't the people that I want on my email list. Like they're tire kickers. So I'm like, I'm going to purge them, do a $7 offer for how to use ChatGPT to make a few money, how to use ChatGPT for copywriting, how to use ChatGPT to create irresistible offers for your business, some simple thing like that, for example, at least for my demographic and my niche. And then I want those people that buy that, I want them on my email list to like market to. Something I'm learning. You got to learn the hard way. Anyways, I find this very interesting. So then if we look at the other part of what we started down to, you have, by the way, this is a marketing masterclass too. You have Russell Brunson, because the whole principle, there's two things that Russell is teaching here. One is selling one to many. That is my whole principle and strategy why I do live streams. I am teaching one to many every time I live stream, and I get a sale every now and then. It's basically like 24, it's almost like QVC basically. It's like and so that's why I go live. It's basically one to many teaching, because there's someone on this live stream that's like watched my content, is ready to make that commitment to make a few money and really to take AI seriously in their business, and then they join, just like we just had right now. Within the first 10 minutes of joining, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Bello just joined the AI community within the first, I think, 10 minutes of this live stream right now. So it always comes up to like you showing up consistently. That's why I'm not showing up consistently for my good health. I'm more showing up consistently for the growth of my business. And that's another thing. It's like it's like you have to go all in on your business, like all in kind of thing. I don't know. It's crazy. So then you have, what's her name? So Eileen's highlighted in Russell Brunson's 5-day challenge, or it's a 3-day challenge. It's interesting as doing a 3-day challenge, but it's like an 8-hour. If you look at it, it's 8 hours across 3 days, which is insane. Like that's like a lot. I mean, there's a lunch break there, and that's all you get. But what these are, what I call these, and actually I'm not even gonna say I came up with this. Full credit goes to Brian Mark. I'll reference him for his fitness coaching. He calls these things conversion events, and conversion events could be flash discounts, could be 3-day challenges, 5-day challenges, even 6-week challenges as well too. Webinars as well too. All of these different type of marketing vehicles or strategies are meant to convert people that are interested, meaning they've consumed your content, into sales, low ticket, mid ticket, or something like that. They're conversion. They're all designed to turn attention or leads into sales, basically. Hey, Erica. Good to see you. Hi, Erica. We're doing a marketing masterclass. Um, so Russell's doing, I mean, even if you do 8 times 3, you're going to spend 24 hours with Russell. And if I'm not mistaken, it could be more, but I think Russell is going to sell you on a 1997 annual plan for not only ClickUp, but I'm sorry, ClickFunnels, but a bunch of other things he's going to throw in there to make the offer real sweet. Nice, sweet offer. He's going to teach you how to sell, basically. He's going to teach you how to sell from a stage. He's going to teach you how to move with emotion. He's going to teach you how to do one-to-many. He's going to teach you how to do the story bridge, all the stuff that you've been following his, if you've been following all their stuff, it's like, it's worth it, honestly. I think so. Then you have Eileen, who's doing the same thing. She teaches, and she's going to be doing it. Hers is basically a 5-day challenge, just like Myron, just like Carlton, fundamentally. By the way, I love this look at this layout. I'm like super nerdy about layouts of funnels, and I think this is just a beautifully aesthetic, like really beautifully designed funnel. Everything from the colors, the layout, everything is like super nice. I love it. But all these are meant to sell just $100 to get there. The content does the grabs attention and nurtures, but this is how you close, basically warm to close, basically. Queen Sheba says, is ClickFunnels the best app to use for starting with leads? This is a very great question, and this is just a very, very personal decision or opinion right here. Unpopular opinion. John has a lot of those. Unpopular opinion. I think ClickFunnels is super complex, like to use. I think Go High Level is even more complex. Like to this day, I can't sit down to get a ClickFunnels thing working with the upsells and the pages and the other stuff, and I'm like, this is just overkill. What I honestly recommend is I can't rave enough. Maybe I'll get sponsored by them one day, but I can't rave about lead pages enough because it's so simple. You have to understand, I deal with like business owners that are not tech savvy in any way, and I give them lead pages and they can manage their own website, make changes, make funnels, build upsells, sales pages super easily, and a lot of automations and stuff on the back end kind of thing. Like it's just so easy to use, especially when you're connecting it to a domain too. I don't know, super nerdy. I'm just personally, I'm happy to switch. I broke up with Go High Level a week ago, and I'm so happy to be back in Lead Pages. My whole website is all built in Lead Pages, and I built it in less than an hour. It's just simple, reliable, easy to use, looks great on mobile if you want to like do that. The price is like roughly, if you want to do like Lead Pages price. So Lead Pages, and I'll go through my tech stack too if you guys want to. Put a number 1 in the chat if you want to hear about my entire tech stack for marketing, and I'll put that in. Of course, you're going to save more on annual plan, but you just need $49. Sid's like, yes. Sheba's like, yes. Let's go. I will 100% share that. Sham is like, should I make posts for my clients a week at a time or a full month? I do a week at a time. I'm kind of like only 24 hours ahead. Kadim's like 1111111. Kadim's like, oh yeah, he's all in. Let's go. 100%. You guys, just for showing up. Hell yeah. Sharon's like happily divorced from Go High Level. We're gonna have a divorce party from everyone who divorced themselves from Go High Level, and then we're gonna have a bachelor party for like and bachelor party combined for everyone that kind of broke free. It's gonna be the shit. I'm evil like that. Anyways, the only difference that you're moving from this plan to the next plan for Lead Pages is basically if you want to do sell products, basically. If you want to have like a built-in, you know how they're doing like this, there's 2 different ways, basically. See how they have bear with me. Okay, see how they have the sales page, or the checkout page, this form right here to actually check out. See how they have it on the actual sales page. If you want that feature, it's not necessary, but you have to kind of be in you have to be on the $99 per month plan to connect it to your Stripe to take payments in the sales page. However, However, you could be on the $49 plan, and when the user clicks the button, it's the same thing of why how mine works. Like when the user clicks the button to check out, it takes them to whether it be a Stripe checkout link, or I'm using Circle as my checkout link. Circle has a built-in Stripe payment link builder kind of thing, so I don't have to do integration. I don't have to do any like Zapier type stuff. I is just the little things that I find like super easy. So you don't need to spend the night. What I'm just saying is you don't need to spend the $99 for your funnel. Basically, Kadeem has a good point. Everyone raves about Go High Level, and it's because they want you as an affiliate. It's like I get it now. It's like the ultimate MLM kind of thing. It's like, and it's so saturated too, which is like it sucks. Plus, all Go High Level pages look the same, and it's like, they look like trash. Let's be honest. Go High Level, or at least lead pages, the websites look great. You don't have to do anything to make it look good on mobile, which I find super nice. It's just like it looks great on mobile right out the gate. Every Go High Level page looks like trash on like mobile device. That's just my personal opinion. Again, unpopular opinion. So let's talk about let's go to documents, and let's talk about my marketing tech stack. And we're going to go to Notion for that. Digital marketing, I think I have it here. Digital. Hope everyone's having a great night too. Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a blessed night. This is what I love doing. Like when I'm not thinking about AI, I'm thinking about marketing. Marketing's my AI mistress that I just can't go back to. Like I can't to take my mind off AI. I just start talking about marketing. Hi, my name is John. I have an addiction. I've been a marketing addict for the last 20 years, 15 years. So let's talk about tech stack. Actually, I think I have it here. Cool. Nice. It's in my brain in Notion. It's so peaceful to talk about marketing too. It's like much because AI is overwhelming. Marketing is so slow to adapt. Marketing, every change may take 8 months for it to change in the market. It's an eight month evolution. AI is 72 hours. Every 72 hours, there's a fucking new change, and you're like, Jesus Christ, this is annoying. So let's go over my marketing tech stack because you guys put a number one so politely. I love lead pages. That's your website, your funnel, your link tree. Replicate basically. Eventually, I'm going to replicate like what Carlton has here as a link tree for socials, and it's going to have my different things. It's going to have join the community. It's going to have my 5-day challenge. It's pretty much the only two buttons there. And so you're going to do all that through lead pages, which is super nice. It's so easy. You'll figure it out in an hour. And by the way, just to make it even more sweeter, if you go to my YouTube channel for free, I said lead pages, I think it is. Yeah, this is a good one right here. This video right here, how to build a website in 1 hour, lead pages. This will teach you everything you want to know about how to build a page in lead pages. Just the web page functionality of it. We're eventually going to learn this in the digital marketing course. We're going to learn about that. We're going to learn about Kit. And that's all you need, is like, especially for email marketing, but I digress. Kit for email marketing is amazing. Also, especially shout out to Megan, who is also so kind to also share that you can basically, this is actually kind of cool. Let me go to kit.com. I've been running all my email marketing out of Kit, and it's like so easy to use, which is like nice. There's a tab here, and you can do this on the free plan of Kit, by the way. Like the way Kit's pricing, you can do this on the free plan. Everything I'm about to show, like you can have 1,000 subscribers free on their free plan, and you can even sell digital products like a Stripe checkout. And it's very easy to build a sales page in it. And like, because the biggest challenge we've been facing in the community, jumping between Linktree, jumping between Stan, jumping between System.io, is just selling digital products. So when the user purchases, it actually sends them an email and says, hey, thank you for purchasing. Here's your free gift, or here's your book, here's your whatever. You could do all this using the free plan in Kit, which I didn't know. And thank you. Again, I learned so much from community members. So Megan was so kind to show us how this works, which is super dope. So like you can have shoot up to 10,000 subscribers on the free account for this. This is Kit, by the way. This is, I mean, that's all you need basically. It's only when you really want to get into like, it's only the automations, like you want to like tag people, add them to different sequences and stuff like that. That's when you're gonna pay like what, $25. That's all. Like, anyways, I love Kit for email. And the thing about Kit too is that I've never had an email like go to spam per se. It's really good at making sure your emails don't go to spam. Like it's, I just love it. I maybe, yeah, I'm gonna be using NAN for a lot of the automation on the back end. You can use Zapier. I mean, no shame in that. I'm kind of eating my own tongue last time, but Zapier is simple. You're gonna pay a premium of it, but I just want simple for my members because my goal is I don't want you guys to depend on a marketing agency fundamentally, and Zapier is simple to set up to move data between different, like when they fill out a form on the lead pages, it takes their information and puts them in your CRM, which by the way, CRM ClickUp. I love ClickUp as a CRM because it is so customizable. Like, by the way, forgive me, I'm still behind on my subscription tracker. I will get that. I'm gonna do all my stuff tomorrow. um, but ClickUp as a CRM is so easy to set up and also incredibly powerful as far as tracking all the details for your different leads. And it's only $9 a month. I mean, you get a limited list, unlimited file storage, and you're also going to use it anyways for tasks when you have a team to delegate tasks and manage all your backend operations. So it doubles as multiple uses that you'll get a lot of like uses out of it. This is just an example CRM for real estate agents to keep track of all their leads coming through. But what I'm showing here is that notice how you can keep uh, details of like all the different like dates, and you could create columns, you could create drop down lists, phone numbers lists, address lists, like, or fields for anything. What's the difference between a CRM and HubSpot? HubSpot is a CRM, but they get ludicrously expensive over time. HubSpot's more designed if to HubSpot used to. It's like HubSpot's good if you want to connect your CMS, your content management system, to like so that you can see what content is like attribution for whatever converting into leads and sales. But none of that really matters anymore because everything's on the social media platforms, which is like that. And then if you ever want to upgrade or even customize HubSpot, it's going to get very expensive very fast. That's the only downside. I like lead pages because it's so cheap, and it's also, I mean, yeah, they do have HubSpot does have a free version, but again, when you start to scale and build customization, dashboards, and other stuff that you want to integrate, it starts to get expensive pretty quickly too. And for all the same features, you could get all of those for $9 in ClickUp. And then you're going to also run your tasks and project managements in here, sales dashboard, team delegation, subscription tracker, business operations tasks. Like you're going to get so much use out of ClickUp for everything else. Why not just kill two birds with one stone kind of thing? And you could customize it. And the thing I also like about it is you could view the data in different ways. You could view that data with a calendar, which is super nice. You can view the data as a Kanban board. So you can drag and drop, just like Trello, basically. You could visually see things on a map, which is super nice. So you can, let me zoom out here. Cool. So you can kind of see pins and different pins for different colors for different stages, however you want. And then my favorite is you get a built-in form builder. So you could build a nice form, fill in whatever you want. It comes with a public URL. You can use that to either Sharon's like HubSpot gets expensive fast, and then leaving HubSpot once you're in is a nightmare. So that's why I'm like, I've actually been rocking this tech stack of like marketing tech stack. I've built this over the last when I started my marketing agency or marketing whatever journey, and it's been timeless. It's just been, it's simple. You get the best of the best tools, and a simple Zapier integration is enough to like connect everything together, and it just works. Like I still have like 5 clients that I'm managing for my marketing consulting, and they're still on this automation, and they're still like they can manage, they can make changes. They're not dependent on me for any updates, which is like so nice. So I really like that. Then you got Circle. This is just for people that want to do a course in community. Circle's the gold standard. We talked with Meg last night, and it was so satisfying to hear her say, "I hate school." And I was like, yes, excellent. Everyone hates school, unless if you want it like so. You're going to eventually upgrade. Circle's the gold standard course in community. TidyCal is amazing for calendar booking. Payment process, like it, you can connect it with Stripe. You could do all my bookings and everything for the one-on-ones, for the VIP if you sign up for the annual plan, for the course and community. Everything's done through TidyCal. It's simple, it's reliable. You could customize it any way you want. Oh yeah, and by the way, it's only a one-time price of $39. So that Calendly price, that's expensive. We're trying to save money here. Anyways, and then Stripe for payment. It's just easy. You're gonna pay a little extra. I mean, of course, for the payment processing, but like, it integrates with everything else. Super nice. And no longer Buffer. Sorry, Buffer died today. As of today, literally 2 hours ago, I no longer use Buffer. I'm not gonna tell you what I use though. Only for the members inside the AI community. I'm going to do a demo of it, and I'm so happy to do it. I basically went from posting 40 pieces of content today to a new record of posting 40 to 75 pieces of content a day. Like, I'm so stoked. John's like, doesn't Go High Level include most of this? And probably another follow-up question to that is, isn't Go High Level a lot cheaper than what you're going to pay for this? Yes, you're 100% right. Go High Level does have all of these features built in. And yes, Go High Level is a lot cheaper at $97. But when you go down the Go High Level path and you want to make a few money and you actually want to set up things right, you're gonna join the I'm going to start a new thing, the Go High Level divorce party. Basically, Go High Level, yes, does have all these things, but it's mediocre in everything. Mediocre as a website builder, mediocre as an automation builder, mediocre as a calendar scheduling, and trying to connect it all. Jesus, I need an engineering degree to kind of connect it all to get it together, and I hate it with the passion. So I'm happy to pay more for tools that actually work, that actually make me 10 times more money, kind of thing. So it's like, whenever I make recommendations, whether it be marketing tools, AI tools, business tools, just in general, understand that I never make them from the decision of these are the cheapest tools. You use cheap tools, you get cheap results. And I had to learn that the hard way with many failed businesses trying to do it with like free tools and wondering why I could never get ahead. So it's a very expensive lesson that I had to learn early on. That if you want to make serious money and you want your business to run, especially like this is literally going to be your marketing and sales engine, you want to invest in the right tools. So I'm happy to pay this amount of money for making 10 times more of that easily, because I never have to worry about the tech. It's the same equivalent of why I tell people to get a Mac and not a PC. With Mac, yes, I'm paying 10 times more for a Mac, but I never have to worry about the hardware or the computer. I could just actually focus on the work or the business. I never have to think about a driver. I never have to think about the blue screen of death or a Windows update in the middle while I'm creating a course or content. So it's like you pay a premium for tools that actually allow you to increase your productivity. Sarah's like, you're teasing it. I know. And the reason why is because I actually looked at all the social media management tools, and I know why people pick ones versus the other. But I went super deep in it actually, I'm very happy. Austin sold me on Perplexity today, so I'm going to be using Perplexity a lot more. He sold me on it, and I was like, okay, I need to give it more love. And it helped me like go deep and pick the best tool for social media content. And sure enough, I went from 40 pieces of content a day with Buffer to now 75 pieces of content a day using this new tool. And like, it's actually easier. It's easier. It saves you more time, and it's actually technically cheaper at the long run if you want to get into it. Good questions. The Turbo, let me know what your question is as far as the software is what's different. Let me know what you're talking about and I can answer it. Happy to answer it. Dr. M says, how do you join the community? Super easy for everyone. You can go to my basically the link in bio if you're on YouTube or if you're on TikTok. It's the link bio. By the way, I do have to let you guys know there are scammers that are like cloning my accounts now. Everything about it, content and everything. My website will always be Simple Tech Skills, always, no matter what. It will never be a link tree. It will never be anything else. It's always going to be Simple Tech Skills. And so then when you click on it, takes you, of course, to lead pages, and then you could join the community. Basically, you go for the annual plan or the monthly plan, either or. And then, what the heck is ClickUp? ClickUp is really dope. It's actually technically a project management app, but because it's so highly customizable, and it works great with automations and stuff like that, you can customize it to do a lot of things for your business. Most people just don't know like all the different features that you could do with it, but it's very highly because I come from the Salesforce world where Salesforce you had to build a database and tables and dashboards and customize it. It's very expensive. You could do everything that you want to do, and I know unpopular opinion, you could do everything that you want to do in Salesforce and ClickUp for a fraction of the price. Fun fact. John Carpenter, by the way, dope name. By the way, John Carpenter has some sick movies. If you've seen, I know we're just fun fact, just too. If because most people, we're gonna get super nerdy for a second. It's not Village of the Dam. One of his other ones, The Fog. Of course, They Live is a great one. I think it was no, it wasn't Starman. There's an obscure one that not many people know about it. Oh, Dark Star. Dark Star. If I could highly recommend, if you want a super, if you're into sci-fi and like 80s and stuff like that, and you want a really obscure, like wild 80s like sci-fi movie, watch John Carpenter's Dark Star, 1974. It's great, but it will blow your mind as far as you're like, what the fuck am I watching? This is wild. Like it gets super. It's way more wilder than his other stuff. Anyways, fun movie fact. John Carpenter on YouTube is like me going for Fujifilm instead of Sony for cameras. No need for color correction. Yeah, you're gonna pay a premium. That's the other thing. It's like, um, think like Hasselblad or whatever. You're gonna pay a premium, but the quality that you get is like, I want you guys to be the best of the best. Um, Looking at questions. I use Salesforce at my old company. Yep. Broker Daily Journal is like, I'm in real estate, so trying to see what I could do. Fun fact, if you're into real estate, I have a 4-part series. This is also an announcement for everyone in the community. I put my AI for real estate. Um, Let me actually go here. I put the whole 4 out of 5-part series in a new course called AI Webinars. I'm going to be putting more stuff in there too. It's a great 4-part series that talks about just like a 10,000 foot view of everything related to AI, especially for entrepreneurs with productivity, marketing, automation, AI for social media, AI. It's not just for digital, for real estate. I made it pretty generic as far as like any business can benefit from it. So social media, digital marketing, the automation one is pretty gangster. I sent that to Dara today. What's your take on AI voices? You definitely need one, especially for receptionists. We teach retail in the community, and again, it's easy to use, easy to set up fundamentally. What is your preferred, what do you prefer besides Buffer? Yes, it's called Boop. Sorry, that's for AI community members. Sorry. I can't give you guys all the secrets. Like, that's why you want to join the community, so you get these like competitive secrets that your competitors don't want you to know. I kind of like this tagline. It's like, discover what AI advantages that your competitors don't want you to know, because if your competitors are in there, I'm giving them all the secrets to give them a competitive advantage. Like everyone in the community, I would honestly put anyone in the community against any AI influencer. You guys know so much about what's possible with AI. Like I would put you guys in like a head-to-head battle against anyone as far as talking about AI. You guys still would know more. So that's why I love my members. Can you schedule a meeting with you? Yeah. If you go to if you go to the link in bio, you could just click AI consulting, and there's a Calendly link, and you could book. What do you know? It's a TidyCal. It's a TidyCal link, and you could book an hour. Pro tip: you could better to save money and just get the annual plan because it comes with two. It's technically four. 2 hours of one-on-one coaching with me. So that would be the easiest. Um, Jack says, as I join community, would we start with the basics to help? Well, and great question because the way I structured it, especially for the course, just on the left side, um, I structured it from beginner all the way to advanced stuff. So I eventually the productivity course is going to go right here, right above the Notion course. I will get that done. I think if Sarah's like no pressure, and it's like I will. I got a lot on my plate, but I will. I'm excited to get that course done. But from there, I don't say I force everyone, but I make everyone take the Notion course before, and it's like these are the things where it's like before you touch ChatGPT, any AI tool, whatever, I need to make sure you touch a computer efficiently. So like Notion is like the best, the one of the great things that's going to have the biggest impact in your like just learning journey, business journey. Like everything is in Notion. How you see how I like reference my notes for digital marketing tech stack? That's a Notion file. It's all saved in my second brain. I don't have to worry about memorization. Um, my members know what's up. You guys are funny. Damon, we missed you today on today's workshop. We were talking about Damon. You should actually, well, you technically have to wait till I re-record it. But Damon, you're gonna actually benefit from the app builder course. I'm gonna redo it today, so it's a lot more easier to digest. Because I could basically take the whole course that we did today and condense it to like 30 minutes, fundamentally. So Damon, I highly recommend uh, eventually go through the AI building course because that's gonna help you with your MVP the idea that you're looking at. John's like, AI software engineer here. This is not what you want for any type of training. Don't waste your time. Oh, well, John Goodwin, guess what? You get rejected, John, because you're being unproductive to the community. So you get banned. I'm ruthless. If you guys notice, like, I ban close to 15, sometimes 20 people a day, like both on my social media content, like across all channels, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, like, and especially in the live streams. Like I have no patience for like people that aren't productive and provide constructive criticism. I'm okay with that. But if you're not like providing something that's helpful, I'm like, strike three, you're out of here. You're like, where was strike one? There is no strike one. Off with his head. I am Caesar. But because like for the value of content that I'm sharing, it's like, because then I filter out and I get really cool people that stay in the comments like Austin and share amazing value. Even like Meg, like people that stay and like they share amazing community, because that's the whole goal of like this whole content type of thing and community type of thing is basically we're all here to learn at the end of the day. I'm not here that like the best expert, but I share what I can, and also I learn so much from my members, from everyone in the community. Like Sarah, MVP today with the lovable tips. Like Sarah, okay, hold on, I gotta show my face. Sarah, you rocked it today as far as sharing amazing content. I'm super grateful for all the tips that you shared. Like it collectively raised everyone up together. And so again, I'm super amazing or super blessed to have you as part of the community. Honestly, thank you. My members are amazing. My members like that's the whole goal. Is like everyone is so helpful to share, to help each other, and that's why I'm trying to build the community. Because entrepreneurship's tough. Building a business is tough, especially doing it lonely is even harder. So having a place where you can having a safe space to like to share, to learn, to grow, to be vulnerable, to ask for help, like that's what basically is the whole mission behind the community. It's not just so much learning AI skills, it's collectively helping each other grow our dream business so that we can make a few money. Weird. Anyways, good things. You making the circle happen. Not each and everyone. Nicole too. Like all of you. All of you. Craven's like, so you sell these courses. What do you do? What do you do in interest? In interest, man. A good question. Or you're interested. So basically, I do a couple things. I do not only the courses, but it's also I play matchmaker on the back end. I say this over, but it's actually a more important thing that I do. I actually play matchmaker with a lot of the community members, like connecting Josh with Richard, because turns out they're in the same state and they didn't know. Um, and so I mostly find out what people's goals are. And I'm like, oh, you need to connect with this person. This person has the skill set, or this person has the missing. I'm basically like the 6 degree of separation connector. Like, and so, like, in addition to resources, support, and stuff like that, like, I just teach. I'm doing what I love to do, which is teaching. Jack's like, I'm very comfortable with ChatGPT, Opus, Descript. Work closely with small businesses and they need help. Oh, dude, nice. If you join, you'll find a bunch of other stuff. Like, we don't use Descript, we use something else that's a lot better. ChatGPT is dope. Opus is great too, especially for turning podcasts. By the way, podcasts into short form clips, a very simple way, a hack to create content. Here's the ultimate content hack. If you could create a twice a week podcast or even an interview and just interview someone in your network or someone on social media, like do it virtually, like you can, like from that 1 hour interview, you can get like 30 pieces of short form content out of it that you just drag and drop into Opus Clip, and there's your long form and there's your short form. That's all. Super simple. You don't have to be like crazy like me where I'm like new short form every single like different things on topic. You could knock out 2 for 1, which just interview interesting people. Just I know it's a silly concept, but I call it the Jay Leno. That's basically what I'm doing on TikTok. Because Jay Leno was someone that I didn't look up to per se, but I really admired that he had such a long career doing nothing but just interviewing interesting people. That's all he did, and he made so much FU money. And I'm always looking at people that make FU money and like all the cars that he has, and I'm like, how did you make that much? What did he do? Oh, he just interviewed interesting people. He did it. The show wasn't about him. And so that's why I'm kind of doing the same format on TikTok, though. That's technically, if you guys went nerdy, that's technically what I'm doing. Is I'm just interviewing people. Like we had Austin today, we had Meg yesterday, we had Dale last week, and so I just find interesting people, invite them on, and let them share something interesting as far as their perspective, the projects they're working on, and stuff like that. Like that's the ultimate form of content hacks. I don't want to say it's also the laziest form of content hacks, but then it's like it's not on me to like me having to attention on me, and I have to be the person in the room talking all the time. So it's like I eventually transitioned into like a Jay Leno format online so that I could create long form content like this, interview very interesting people, and just stay relevant from there. Because that's a whole nother thing if you want to think about being an influencer, because I do have to call myself a content creator and influencer as much as I want to regurgitate every time I think about that concept. Influencer. Ugh, yuck. Or even streamer. I technically would also call myself a streamer now, like because I stream so many hours a day, more than the average person. And I'm like, but actually there's actually a really interesting video. Let me see, I'm gonna get demonetized for this, but you have to watch it. Alex Hermosi being famous cringe, I think it's being famous. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, it's gonna be a short video. Oh wait, did I ever? Okay, hold on. Let me see. I think it's on. It was on TikTok. If I'm smart, I think I'm pretty sure I favorited it. If I'm smart. By the way, let's talk about memes. 5 seconds before I find it. Let's do. Let's me. let's change it up a little and let's have some meme content because I saved some goodies for each and every one of you. You guys ready for some memes? I won't get demonetized for these. These have nothing to do with AI. Thank you so much, Sharon. We're all blessed. You're blessed too. This has nothing to do with AI. It's just something to make you smile. Let's do this one. Oh yeah. Hold on. I gotta make sure this is off, Bluetooth off, and then this is pumped up. Okay. Enjoy. These are just my things that make you smile. Like, just funny, dumb things. This be, hey, wait, hold on. I was dying when I watched that. Hey, hold on. Okay, this was a fun one. I sent this one to some people. Just not amused at all. Okay, wait, this is, oh yeah, this one's great. Every time I come, a nigga gotta set it, then I gotta go, and then I gotta get it. I can only play that once or else I get demonetized. These are the things that pop up on my feed that make me go, yeah. Oh, this one's dope. I saved these just for you guys. I was like, you guys are gonna enjoy this. This is what the show is gonna morph into. Which one was I think we did the baby. I think we did that. Okay, last one. Oh, this one's a great one too. This is so messed up. Oh, I'll show that one. I actually did save that one, surprisingly. 100%. This is just sadistic. It's so creepy. It's so creepy. Okay, yeah, this was wild. AI baby talking to a dog.
Welcome to the Talking Baby podcast. On today's episode, we'll be talking to the weird-looking person who lives at my house. Thanks for being here, weird-looking person.
Well, thanks for having me. As you know, you are my third favorite person in the world, third behind the two larger people that we also live with. They're both awesome. So cool. You're fine, you know, and right now these two larger people are both busy and not paying attention to me at all, so happy to chat with you.
So to kick things off, I want to ask you a question, and I apologize
It's so
in
good.
advance if it's naive or ignorant. Look, I'm a baby. I don't really know stuff yet, so just keep that in mind. So my question is this. What are you? Like, you clearly seem to be a very different kind of person than I am. Am I right? Like, because like people look different from each other, you know, like different sizes, skin tones, the hair. But you, I have no idea what's going on. Does this make any sense to you? Am I crazy?
Oh, no. Dude, you're 100% right. I've had that thought so many times. Look, I don't really know what I am. That's not really the kind of thing I think about or care about. But I do know that I'm significantly different than you and the other people who live in this house. Like, for sure.
Okay. Well, so aside from how weird you look, what are other differences?
Well, for one, I'm not allowed to poo or pee inside the house. You guys can do it, no problem. In your case, you just go in your pants wherever and whenever you want. Which, by the way, mad respect. You know, it's one of the things I like the most about you.
I'm actually pooing right now.
Oh, I know, I can smell it. But yeah, for some reason, I can't go in here. You know, when I first got here, I did it a few times, but the larger people that we live with were not into it. So I got the message after a couple weeks.
Huh. I wonder why that is. By the way, still pooing. It is flowing out of me. This is a good one.
I'm aware. You're also peeing. I can smell that too.
I am. Wow, that's impressive. Good nose. I'm going to ask you a last question before I start crying, because I don't love sitting in a pile of what feels like a hot brown cream and broccoli soup for too long. So let me ask you this, and I don't know if you can answer this, but it's what I've been thinking about recently. Why am I here?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, what even is this place? Like, where are we and why? You know, I don't remember being here until recently. So, like, where was I before that? You know, like, I'm just constantly looking around going, what the F is any of this? And everyone's just acting like it's normal. We live in this house, and you live here, and I live here, but, like, what?
What?
Why am I here?
Why?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening. I actually have to go poo now, so I'm gonna go sit by the back door and wait there patiently for an hour or two until someone notices me and lets me out.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to start crying anyway because I desperately need to get out of this cauldron of watery butt porridge.
Whatever they use the guy, was that Hagen? Like, that's so good. So good. Oh, and then this one, I love this one. Well, that's it for today for our memes for the day. A meme a day keeps the doctor away. I will have more tomorrow. Those are the things I save. What's in your camera roll? What a great show. We went from marketing to AI to memes. So nice. That concludes tonight's episode of What Goes On in John's Brain. That's basically the last hour, basically, is what goes on in my brain all day. Memes, AI, marketing. Memes, AI, marketing. That's it. Gotta keep the sanity somehow. So, happy Saturday, everyone. I'm gonna go find some more memes. Have a wonderful, restful night. I know none of you are gonna be able to sleep now. You're gonna be thinking about that dog. A little strut. And then the monkey, hey. It's so good. Awesome. Hope you guys have a wonderful night, and we'll definitely tune in for tomorrow, 6 p.m., 10 p.m. We'll be back again. Have a good night, everyone. Bye. Great podcast show. I think that's the best way to end it. Do memes at the very end. That's now the new format. It's official. Basically. Those are so good. I know. Everyone a little bit cheerier at the end of the day.